in the state of Iowa to make the bets. You can also make your bets at the kiosk that they have around there if you don't even. As a matter of fact, yesterday we talked about 4 different bets, and we were talking about the sharps, going the contrarian way, not going with the public, going against them. If you followed the 4 bets that we talked about, they were to take Tulane minus the 5.
Right.
Take the under in that game at 57. Take Jacksonville plus 1.5.
We did that.
And take the under, which opened up at 40 and moved to 38.5. 3 out of those 4 bets hit yesterday.
Tulane did not cover.
Tulane did cover with a late touchdown.
But it went over.
It went over.
Okay. Right,
Tulane made it look like they were going to kneel on the ball and go for overtime. And then they faked it and scored.
Oh, well, look at that.
So the over hit. So 3 out of 4. The under in the NFL game hit. And Jacksonville, home dogs, won outright. They won 20-7. Gardner Minshew, at one point, I think he was 10 for 12. He ended up being 20 for 30. 204 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mariota threw for 304 yards, but 0 touchdowns.
He was under duress the entire game.
Gardner Minshew.
How many times did they sack him? 7?
Yeah, you know what? I can pull that up.
I think they did. I think they sacked him 7 times last night.
Well, that's... Yeah, then they're going to have to work on that line.
Yeah. My prediction for the Tennessee Titans is...
That South is so goofy.
Pain, man.
That South is so goofy.
I'll tell you what.
Gardner Minshew becomes only the second Jacksonville Jaguar to throw a touchdown in his first 3 games.
Yes. And we know who the first is, right?
The other is?
Byron Leftwich.
That's right.
Only because I guessed it earlier.
There's all these crazy things. I swear to you, we talked about him last year because all the craziness that he does with Mike Leach. Like they were just like 2 peas in the pod, being goofy last year. So I know we don't.
His mustache.
You don't you don't get to cover a lot of Pac-12.
I was talking to Klinger, and he's jealous of that stash.
Everybody should be jealous of that stash.
I mean,
but now it's like there's articles all the time like get to know Gardner Minshew. I mean, the guy was 5th in the Heisman last year.
Klinger's like, all Mrs. Klinger wants for Christmas is for me to grow a mustache, and this damn Gardner Minshew is walking around with my stash.
I want to your point, what you brought up about Marcus Mariota. He was sacked 9 times last night.
9, all right. So yeah.
And so far this season, he's been sacked 17 times.
Yeah, he's going to break down. If you have him on your fantasy team, you need to take him off now.
So
he's going to get hurt again.
Since 1981, when we first have times sacked at the single game level, only 4 other quarterbacks have been sacked that much in the first 3 games of a season. This is the most a single quarterback has been sacked in the first 3 games since David Carr in 2005, who would go on to lead the league that year with 68 times sacked. David Carr's
That's nothing you want to lead the league in.
No.
That means you're leading the league and getting your head beat in.
David Carr's 2002 record-setting season when he got most times sacked is also on that list. So he's on this list twice for most times sacked through 3 games. David Carr with 20 in 2005. Rob Johnson with Buffalo in 1998, 20 times. David Carr again, the 2002 season we talked about. Jeff George in 98 for the Raiders. Matt Hasselbeck, 2001 for Seattle. And Marcus Mariota 17 times in 3 games.
Oof.
Oof is right.
It makes you hurt, doesn't it, all over?
So we got a lot to cover in a short amount of time because, unfortunately, the Cubs and the Cardinals play today.
Yeah, hope for a better turnout today. Right, Klinger?
So
those Cardinal fans, they're always so cocky.
Yeah, so they play today. We get erupted on ESPN 1170 at 12:45. We'll stay on Facebook for a little bit longer. But scores yesterday: Twins beat the Royals 8-5. Their magic number is 5 or 6. Brewers are up 5. Brewers won 5-1 over the Padres. Cardinals beat the Cubs 5-4 in 10 innings.
Cheated in 10 innings.
And obviously, so looking at things today, the postseason race.
Big news out of New York, though. The Yankees lose their ace because he's a domestic violence guy.
The Domingo German.
He is out for at least 7 days. It could be more.
Oh, yeah.
Still no news on what the Patriots are going to do with Antonio Brown.
Well, did you see the latest?
Well, Nike dropped him. I knew that,
was
yesterday.
No. You're a busy man.
I am a busy man.
So there's another woman coming forward saying that made unwanted advances on her. He hired her to paint his room or to finish a mural, whatnot, and basically fired her when the advances, what she's claiming is when the advances were not returned, he fired her. She says he ghosted him. Now, she doesn't want anything. She's not, she doesn't want anything. She's not going after any money. But apparently these claims were made. Antonio Brown, on a text thread, basically threatened her. There's like 6 people on it, including his lawyer. And they can't confirm if it's his number, but she said this is obviously she has his contact, so it comes up Antonio Brown. So it has been used before, maybe a year ago. But basically he's telling his boys, and she's on the text thread, check this girl out. You know, she's only out for money. Do a background story, but then went out and got pictures of her kids from Instagram and put it on there. This is harassment.
Yeah?
And the Patriots still aren't doing anything.
Maybe they don't believe it.
You can put them on the exemption list, right?
Well.
Wow, all right. Again, this guy just can't seem to not be in the news. Even when he tries to give the Patriot answers. I mean, he's basically already starting with the first and foremost, I want to thank the Patriots for allowing me to do this. I'm not here to, address these situations.
Is it just the
Seriously.
playbook? Belichick
Yes.
hands everybody?
Yeah, they take him in a room and probably say, here's 5 responses. Just memorize these. Well, I'm okay with what you said about the Yankees pitcher. Because right now the likely playoff scenario has changed.
Of course you are.
Now the Yankees and the Twins are most likely in the playoff scenario. It is not looking the best for the Cubs.
It's going to be fine, Jay.
Is
They'll
it?
get the wild card. They'll beat Washington. Actually, they're gonna win the next 3 against St. Louis. They'll be tied for the division lead. Watch.
I don't
Calling
know
it.
about that.
Well, Jay, you're not paid to know everything.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not. All right, I'll just give you some numbers here. All right.
What?
So, like I said, Twins' magic number is 6. The Astros' magic number is 2. The New York Yankees clinched last night. They captured their first AL East title since 2012. This is also Aaron Boone is the first manager in Major League Baseball history to win at least 100 games in each of his first 2 seasons as a big league skipper. The wild card in the American League, the Athletics currently are at the number 1 spot. They have a 95.2% chance of making the playoffs postseason. At the number 2 are the Tampa Bay Rays. Indians are right there with them. Rays just have an easier schedule, so they're at a 50.5% chance to making the second wild card spot. In the National League, the East, the Braves in the East, their magic number's down to 1. The Dodgers have clinched in the West. The Cardinals' magic number is at 7. Wild card spot number 1 is the Nationals with an 68 record. They have a 93.8% chance of making the postseason. Wild card spot number 2 is the Brewers, seeing that 83-70. They have a 63.2% chance. The Cubs are at a 41% chance. They've got to turn it on. So it's coming down to the Brewers and the Cubs. And the Cardinals, too, obviously. Cubs have to take advantage of what? Now they have 6 games left against them?
Yeah, they got to win the next 3. It's easy to do.
Sounds pretty easy.
They can do it.
Okay. Like we said, did you have anything? It just seems that I don't really have any players on these Thursday night games. In week 3, I have not yet once.
I tried to draft players from teams that were good.
I feel the exact same way. I legitimately last night was like, oh my goodness, should I set my roster? And I was like, I don't have anybody on those teams.
The only guy I had him on one squad. It was like that league we're in where we get to start 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I had Mariota, but then I got rid of him for I think I got Jimmy G or Cousins.
Okay.
One of the two. It just fell in my lap, so I took one of the two. I can't remember who it was. Because Mariota just looked like he was going to get beat to hell, is what I thought. So, but no, I mean, Derrick Henry would probably be the only, or Leonard Fournette. But I steered away from both of them. I didn't.
4 leagues. I don't have any, and I don't have anybody that I even need to. Not one bit.
I picked up that chalk.
I did pick him up, but I didn't start him.
But he's on the bench. Yeah,
he scored last night.
Yeah,
I think he had 1 catch though. Or by halftime, I know he had 1 catch, 22 yards, and a touchdown.
I mean, I tried to go with Saints, with Rams, with Seahawks,
It's
with
high scoring,
Cowboys,
high scoring.
with the Patriots, with possibly Steelers. Even the Vikings have some guys that are going to throw some stats. Maybe a couple Falcons are out there that'll do it. A couple Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to stay away from that. Or if you just knew one guy was going to be the number one receiver no matter what, kind of grabbed him.
Hi, Serge.
Hey, fellas, how we doing?
Good. How are you? Oh,
Make sure he's up and on.
Yeah.
Doing great.
Yeah.
Hey, there
we
you
go.
are.
How's your day going?
Oh, couldn't be better, buddy.
Okay, I know you're a busy man. How are things looking down at 11:17 and the Lynx tomorrow?
They're looking.
That's
Now for some good weather. That's about it.
okay.
Otherwise, I think we're going to be sitting pretty.
That's good. Do you have filled out spots?
Nope, still got some spots open.
Okay.
But that's okay. So if people want to join in, they can. If not, just, hey, more beer for us.
That's right. They can message you on social media.
Whiskey for our men and beer for our horses.
That's right.
There you go.
Right? They can if they want to get
Yep,
in.
hit me
Okay.
up on Facebook or Snapchat, Instagram.
$75 per
Text
person,
or call me.
$300 per team.
Yep, you got it.
Food at 11:17 afterwards.
If you know what I mean.
That's right.
Raffles provided by some of our fun people at 7G and
All
IBEV.
of the above.
Did you get a hold of anybody short with curly hair?
No, not yet.
All right, I'll tell her.
I'll just nudge her in the morning.
Oh my goodness.
Mookie, you naughty little girl.
Oh my goodness gracious. We got a couple games tonight. I want to before we go to break, I want to remind you guys what we said yesterday, going against the contrarian, going the contrarian route, basically going with the pros. We'll say this a lot. Pros, Joes, Sharps, Public. Sharps are the professionals. The Public is us. And
Wait a minute, we're not sharps?
no,
Oh, dang it.
we're always looking to find
I
some
wanted
things.
to be a sharp.
Started writing a little bit about I named it the sharpshooter. Put something out there. Isn't any better? Just throw some bets out there that the sharps are on that people can look at. That because the thing is that the public is the same. They're the same as us.
Yeah,
They want to see overs,
they bet with their heart.
and they believe the favorites are going to cover every time. And the pros are looking completely different. They're not looking at names. They're looking at the numbers and trends. So we told you that Tulane covered the spread. The public was heavy on Houston. They saw Houston go toe-to-toe with Washington State the week before. That tends to happen. And the Sharps were on Tulane, and they were on the under, which did not hit, though. But they hit the under in the Thursday night game, and they hit the Jags at home. The Sharps did. Last night, home teams went 6-3 in the Major League Baseball. The favorites went 7-1 against the spread. Let's take a look now. It's just some of the games out there tonight. At 7 o'clock, Florida International against Louisiana Tech.
Woo, that's
Yeah, I know.
that's exciting. If you're betting on that, you're
This line opened up as
Desperate.
Louisiana Tech minus 8.5. Some books even opened up Louisiana Tech as closer to minus 10. And a lot of the public wagers are on Louisiana Tech. But they've seen the line move down to minus 7. That means this is a sharp reverse line movement. The Sharps are in on taking the points. They're taking the road dog. So pay attention to the line movements if you're out there. So right now, if you can get Florida International at plus 8.5 to 10, you're playing in the same field as the Sharps are. So take a look for that.
I like
Utah.
playing in those fields.
Yeah, Utah. 10th ranked overall. 8 o'clock tonight, taking on USC. Utah is 3-0. USC is 2-1. A late night Pac-12 grudge match. All right. So the Utes have outscored all their opponents by a whopping 96-29 margin through 3 games. Meanwhile, USC is unranked and just lost to BYU 30-27 as 4.5-point favorite. Utah crushed BYU. As a result, the recent bias public is high on Utah.
Who do the Mormons root
Da-
for?
Down on
Always BYU?
Yeah, you mean the state?
I mean, they're from Utah. What if, one of them says, hey, man, I didn't like Brigham. Like, he was wrong to my
Then
dad.
they cheer for Utah.
So they shoot for Utah? You
Yeah.
think that's how it works?
Yep.
All right.
The wise guys are back in USC here in a valuable buy low. Looking at them as a bounce back spot as a home dog and also in a conference game. There's also been some sharp action on the under. The under opened up at 54, has fallen to 52.5. There's 8-mile-an-hour winds, and historically unders have been a smarter bet than overs in conference game with familiarity in defenses and styles, coaching styles, and whatnot. Finally tonight, Air Force at Boise State. Air Force is 2-0, Boise State 3-0, ranked 20th overall. The tickets have been split down the middle here. People just saw that Air Force, the public saw that Air Force just beat Colorado.
Does Air Force come out to Nelly's Air Force One?
I believe so, yes.
Do they really? Because they should if they don't.
No. The public did see undefeated Air Force play and beat Colorado 30-23 in overtime on the road. Also, the triple option Air Force has given Boise State problems in the past, but the public also loves that blue field, T-Roy.
Who doesn't love a blue field?
Me.
Okay, Serge does not like a blue field.
It feels stupid.
He says, I want to purr.
So, there hasn't... The biggest amount of money is coming from the Sharps, moving this line from Boise State to minus 9.5 to minus 7.
All right. Well, should we take a break and come back and talk about other stuff?
Right after I give you the total.
Okay.
The total opened up at 55.
All right.
Roughly 2/3 of the bets are on the over, but that total hasn't moved. That means the sharp line has made it freeze. So just as much public bets at 2/3 are coming in, the Sharps have matched it with their points. The forecast calls for 13-mile-an-hour winds and cooler temperatures in the mid to high 60s. According to BetLab Sports, when the wind is blowing 8 miles an hour or more and the temperature is less than 70 degrees, the under has cashed in at a 55% clip, winning plus 135 units since 2005. And there, folks, is your sharp bet of the day. Bets.
Right. I like that, Jay. I like your sharp bets of the day. That's pretty good.
All right.
All right, everybody, if you want the latest in TV and security technology but don't know where to start, call Done Right TV and Security Solutions, your Dish from Here local retailer, and get started today. They're going to take the guesswork out of it for you with your budget in mind. Dish has been a leader in technology for years, and the Hopper Smart HD DVR interacts that smart speaker to change channels and pause with just the sound of your voice. When you sign up today, you're going to get that Nest doorbell system free, courtesy of our friends at Done Right. Call 866-84-RIGHT. Let Done Right provide that local professional installation with all the personal service trusted by thousands of the businesses and homeowners in the Quad Cities. Restrictions do apply and requires an internet-connected Hopper. So call Done Right TV and Security, 866-84-RIGHT.
This is Randall, the QC hot dog guy. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
In case you haven't heard, Lou Jack's Nissan is now Tilton Jack's Nissan. I'm Travis Tilton. Although we aren't affiliated with Lou Jack's, located in the same location, North Park Auto Plaza. As an owner, I want you to know we are locally owned and take pride in providing the best values. Our sales consultants are not paid on commission. Instead, they focus on helping you find what you need. Right now, we are offering your choice of leasing a new 2019 all-wheel drive Murano or all-wheel drive Rogue SV for just $286 per month with zero down. That's $286 with zero down. When it comes to service, we provide our highly trained technicians at rates that everyone can afford. With that said, we provide service on all makes and models, from wiper blades, tires, and brakes to engine replacement. Oh, and let's keep this simple. Appointments are nice, but when life happens, you can count on no appointment service. Take advantage of half-off brake jobs, or buy 3 tires and get 1 free. Yeah, you heard that right, half-off brake jobs. So stop in or visit us online at TiltonJacksNissan.com. That's TILTONJAX Nissan.com.
Rallies and Checkers has a new cheese-loaded burger. You know, it's what's on the inside that counts. And we think we're onto something. Something hooey, gooey, and stuffed with spicy pepper jack. Something filled with flavor, so you can eat your fill. Mention it's topped with even more melty goodness? Yeah, this is next level delicious. It's a cheese overload. Think you can handle it? The new cheese-loaded burger. Just $2.99. Rallies and Checkers. Fast foodies know the deal.
Get to Kohl's and buy more, save more. Take an extra 20% off when you spend $100 or more. Or take 15% off. Plus, take an extra $10 off your $50 men's or women's style event purchase. Plus, get Kohl's Cash this weekend at Kohl's. Select styles. Offers valid through September 22nd. 15 and 20% offers with promo code HOTBUYS. 10 off 50 women's offer with promo code FALLSTYLE10. Men's with promo code MENSSTYLE10. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
I can't believe it. that Gerald is presenting the quarterly budget report with finger puppets?
Look, here comes a 1.7% decrease in fixed overhead. Oh, everybody!
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico.
Who are you? The projected increase in organic Q3 revenue. Hooray!
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Your kitchen and bathroom are the places your guests will see the most when they visit your home. Don't let them see scratched surfaces, outdated cabinetry, and faded walls. Now's the time to complete the home renovation your dreams. For this type of project, you need an all-star. You need to call Mike at All-Star Home Services. Check out their past transformations at all-starhomeservices.com. Call now and get $500 off your complete kitchen or bath project. Call 563-299-3786 or visit all-starhomeservices.com.
Your home of the Chicago Cubs, Chicago Bears, and the only local sports show in the Quad Cities. Don't hassle us. We're local. Noon to 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Alrighty, everybody, we are back here at the Isle of Capri Casino, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us Local on AM 1170 ESPN Radio.
Remind everybody that 12:45 on ESPN 1170, we will be interrupted by the Cubs broadcast. We'll continue a little bit longer on Facebook for everybody out there. Friday night football we got going on. We got some big games in the area. Cedar Falls comes into town, ranked number 3 in Class 4A. Go to Bettendorf at number 5 in Class 4A. Number 3, North Scott in Class 3A. Goes up to Western Dubuque. They're number 1 in Class 3A as well. And West and North have a big game tonight. Assumption has a big game at Solon.
And we still have a week to vote with our friends from
Locals Love Us.
Locals Love Us.
Yes.
So
I like voting. I like getting my name in there for gift certificates and everything. That's what makes it important. Get out there and do that, and make sure to vote for all our sponsors out there. Harrington's Pub, Oscars, Pints, 1117.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dave's Ripping and Siding, Vans Pizza and More. Billy Bob's, QC.
Done Right. Satellite.
Done Right, definitely.
Isle of Capri.
7G.
7G, especially. Front Street Brewery.
Front Street Brewery.
Get them.
Never.
I mean, just if you guys aren't there voting for them, who you got to do it for us.
All right, let's get all this in while we can. And then anything extra is anything extra. It's just cream cheese. Every Friday we look at 6 NCAA games and 6 NFL games. Try to keep it regional and try to keep it, as far as the NCAA is, try to keep it regional. And then any marquee games. There's 3 big games this week to keep an eye on in the NCAA that don't have anything really to do with us. And then regionally wise, just took the other 3 from either in our state or neighboring states.
Yeah, you'll get through the 6 NCAAs, take a quick break, and then come back and do the 6 pros. And
okay.
I think that should put us really close to Jay-Bird.
All right. Okay.
First up on the docket, ladies and gentlemen, University of Louisiana Monroe at our Iowa State Cyclones.
Very good.
Cyclones minus 19 in this contest.
Ooh. It's an interesting question.
Listen.
Is Iowa State going to come back out upset?
They're going to be very upset. My hatred of them is over. We've already had hate week. They're going to come back very upset. That was a tough loss to Iowa. They're going to be looking to impress, and I have them. I'll take them minus the 19.
I am worried that they're going to look past them and look at Baylor next week because they're going to start their Big 12 schedule.
Now, warming up. They need this. They need this for another warm-up game before they start Big 12 action.
They did not cover the 20.5 against Northern Iowa.
Well,
looks like it's going to be high scoring, too.
54.5
for an over-under.
Let's see. Iowa State is 4 seen through 2 games, 23 points. And through 2 games, Louisiana Monroe is 4 seen 37.5. That's what they're averaging. Defenses give up. Iowa State gives up 22 a game. Louisiana Monroe gives up 27. I'm going to take the points. I want to buy into Iowa State right now, but I don't know. I think this is a trap game. I'm not saying they're going to lose it, but 19. I'm taking the points. Sergi?
Jay's taking Monroe.
I'm going Iowa State. Cyclones, sorry. Minus the 19. I think it's going to be a bit of a shootout, but I think they're going to pull away here.
They need to.
I would take the over and Iowa State minus 19.
All right. Next up, two of my least favorite teams in the entire Big Ten facing off.
Rutgers and Rutgers?
In Champaign.
Penn State versus Penn State?
Yeah, or Nebraska versus Illinois.
Oh, hey.
You got the Cornholers against the Fighting Illini. It's Cornhuskers. My bad. Illinois coming off a very disappointing loss to Eastern Michigan last week. Lovey is on the hot seat. Scott Frost handled business at home, but he's still a jerk. I don't care what anybody says. Just for Huggy Bear, I think Illinois is going to bounce back, play tough in this game. I'll take Illinois plus the 13. I'll take that home dog, 13.5, I should say.
It's funny you mentioned as a home dog. In the last 3 seasons, they are 5-5 as a home dog. As an underdog, anywhere from 10.5 to 21 points, they're 4-8 against the spread. Nebraska, however, as a road favorite in the last 3 seasons, is 1-1. They've only been favored on the road.
They don't get favored very often.
In the last 3 seasons.
They're not good on the road.
As a favorite in the last 3 years, they are 5-7 against the spread. Wow. I'm taking Illinois, too.
There you go.
I think you guys are both crazy.
Okay.
Illinois is not good.
Well, neither is Nebraska.
Nebraska can put some points on the board.
All right, well, I'm going to give you Nebraska.
This is Illinois' first game of the year.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
Northwestern is hosting Michigan State. Michigan State is favored. I have it.
Is the
8.5? I think it's currently 9.
Are they going to bench that player? They got in trouble for something else. I mean, their football program's as bad as their gymnastics program.
If you haven't followed D'Antonio, he will not bench him. I'm telling you right now.
I'll tell you what. I'm sorry, but
this is the guy who flew in a player who just got out of prison. Out of jail.
The people at that entire university should be ashamed of themselves. And I'm sorry if you're rooting for them. I don't know what to say to you. It's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Okay. You know what? Just because my wife's family 8.5, and they're not raping people, so you got that going for you.
That happened.
Yeah. All right.
In the last 3 years, as a home underdog, Northwestern is 3-1 against the spread. As an underdog in general, they are 9-3 against the spread.
There you go.
Michigan State on the road as a road favorite is 3-3 against the spread in the last 3 years. I'm taking Northwestern as well.
There you go, Bird. Way to hate the rapists. Surge?
Don't say hate the rapist and then say Surge.
Fair play.
I'm sorry.
Now that we're done talking about the people at Michigan State, I'm going to go ahead and go with my pick now. I think that's what you meant.
Yeah.
I'm going Northwestern.
Because he hates the rapists.
Home dog, man.
Yes.
Northwestern, they seem to give good teams fits at the right time, so I think this is their time to at least cover this 8.5. I mean,
well, they looked pretty good last week.
I would like
too.
to see them pull this win out. I don't think they're going to win, but I think they'll cover the 8.5.
Okay. Moving on. Auburn at Texas A&M. Number 8, Auburn at Texas A&M. Texas A&M is favored by 3.5.
Yeah, I don't know. This was a tough one for me, Jay. I have more faith in Auburn. I really.
Okay.
That's not much, and they're going to get 3.5. I'll take Auburn plus the points, and I think they win it outright.
The road team has won 6 of 7 in the series, and 5-1-1 against the spread since A&M joined the SEC, with last year being the exception. Obviously, this is a top 15 matchup in the SEC for these schools. They both have to play Alabama, LSU, and Georgia later, but it is still a big game. It's a big game for Jimbo Fisher, and it's a big game for freshman quarterback Bo Nix for Auburn. That alone, the road team has won 6 of 7 in the series and 5-1-1 against the spread. I'll take the road team, and I'll take the points plus 3.5.
All right. Sergi?
I'm doing the same thing, Jay. I think Auburn's that good. I know Texas A&M played Clemson pretty well for what it is. Lost in what was it, 24-10 against Clemson, I think.
Yes, to do a backdoor cover.
And I think that was a good game for them, but I think Auburn's just
24-14,
I think Auburn's better than number 8 right now too. So taking Auburn plus 3.5.
There you go, Sergio. I love where your head's at.
And Notre Dame at Georgia.
This is a man.
Number 7 at number 3. Big spread here, minus 14.5.
I have minus 14 on my card here.
Minus 14, sorry. Something really strange about Notre Dame that I heard. Something like they're 1-4 in the last 5 games that they were giving up 10 points or more. They were getting 10 points or more. They didn't against the spread.
I like Georgia.
Georgia quarterback Jake Fromm, first career start, was at Notre Dame 2 years ago when he led the Bulldogs to a 2019 win. You like the Bulldogs at that much, though?
Yes, I do.
I think Notre Dame might be ranked too high. That's a lot of points, though. I feel... Serge, you go first. I throw it to you.
As a Notre Dame fan, it hurts me to say, but Georgia is really, really, really good. I think Georgia is...
Georgia's really good.
I think minus 14 is a very accurate spread, and I think they're going to cover it. I think so. Here's what I think is going to happen. Notre Dame keeps it close and pulls out a win, or they get their doors blown off.
Okay.
If they're able to keep it close, they have a shot. I'm not to be cliche or Captain Obvious here, but they're able to keep the game close. I think they can pull this out. But if they get down, I think Georgia's going to pile it on and Notre Dame's going to crumble. And Anderson said it on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread. The Notre Dame cannot stop the run, and he's right. So,
all right. You guys convinced me. I'll take Georgia minus 14.
But I'm going to be wearing my Notre Dame gear, though.
Yeah, of course. All right. Final game in our NCAA Pick 6. Number 11, Michigan, at number 13, Wisconsin. Got Wisconsin minus 3. Here's some strange things here. Both teams are coming off a bye week. All right. Jim Harbaugh.
Can they both lose?
Jim Harbaugh is 0-4 when getting points against the spread on the road. 0-4. 2 losses to Ohio State, 1 against Penn State, 1 to Utah in his first year. He's never won either when getting points on the road. This is a big game for Michigan. We talked about this yesterday with Rosso. Wisconsin is 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 home games against Michigan. And also in road games in September under Harbaugh, Michigan is 1-7 against the spread. Last year, Wisconsin was ranked really high. They stumbled. This year, they weren't ranked as high. I think they got to 19. Now they're up to 13. So, I don't know which way to go here. This is the game for Michigan.
You ready? I'm telling you which way to go.
Okay.
Put a little whiskey in the jar. Wisconsin all day.
Actually, just changed my pick.
Wisconsin wins this game.
I don't like either team, but I think Wisconsin is going to take this.
It's hard to win at Camp Randall, Jay.
Yep. They know how to score.
Michigan's a good team.
They're
not
already.
A great team, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It takes a great team to go in and win up there.
Michigan's struggling with average teams. Now they're going to play a good quality team on the road.
Yeah, but Wisconsin has played garbage.
Hey,
both coming off a bye.
Yeah,
I'm taking the points, guys, because this is the last. This is it. This is do or die for Harbaugh, and including me. I won't follow them on anything.
Like my shot's
again.
cold, Jay.
Yep. All right. Well, let's take our last break of our radio portion of our show, and then at 12:45, we do have some announcements before we flips over to Facebook at 12:45.
Do a quick,
so stay
quick
tuned.
break there back at the
stay
studio.
Stay tuned on ESPN 1170.
All right, remember, Front Street Brewery is the oldest brew pub in the state of Iowa, nestled along the bank of the mighty Mississippi. Serving Davenport since '92, they have so many great beers: the Davenport Gold, the Wise Guy, Raging River, and that very popular Cherry Bomb Blonde. You can check out the Facebook page for all their drink specials. Visit the webpage too, www.frontstreetbrew.com. The tap room is now open in the complex, so in the Freight House complex. So make sure you get down and check them out. Those are our friends from Front Street Brewery.
This is Brian Rothenberger, radio guy for the Quad City Storm. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
Online sports betting is here with EliteSportsbook.com. If you are an active Rhythm City Casino Resort Club member, go to EliteSportsbook.com now and follow the prompts to start betting. Not a Resort Club member? Visit Rhythm City to join today. Bet with Elite Sportsbook at Rhythm City Casino Resort or online now. More ways to get in the game with EliteSportsbook.com and Rhythm City Casino Resort. Must be 21. Gambling a problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
The best dollar-for-dollar pre-owned value in the Quad Cities. It's yours at the McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport. On the phone, Gavin McGrath.
You've heard football teams called a powerhouse. That's the McGrath Used Car Superstore. Unbeatable value.
Take it away, Coach.
You start with selection and savings. Over 2,500 quality pre-owned vehicles. Payments from $167 a month. Shop the Quad Cities' best selection of certified used trucks from $10,988.
The experts say it's the best used truck buy you can make.
Great lineup, great value. Pre-owned Silverados, Sierras, Rams, F-150s. Certified used trucks from $10,988.
The McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport makes it easy to trade.
We trade for anything, regardless of mileage or age. And you're going to get top dollar. But no firearms or spouses, please.
But what about someone who's fumbled their credit?
All credit applications accepted. Nobody works harder than our credit team to help get you approved.
Unbeatable. The McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport, 4618 North Brady Street. Log on McGrathAuto.com.
You don't know me, but should I buy this mocha cardigan or this boot skirt?
Yes.
To the cardigan or the skirt?
It's JCPenney's new fall clothes. Yes to everything.
See our new fall looks at the Fall For You event. From Friday 3 p.m. to Saturday 1 p.m., shop Night Today doorbusters. Like 50% off select Liz Claiborne tops and 60% off select men's Stafford sport coats. Plus, use the coupon in your app wallet to get 10 off a $25 purchase. JCPenney. Coupon valid 9/19 to 9/22. Doorbusters valid 9/20 to 9/21 while supplies last. Some apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
When storm damage hits, All Major Restorations is your insurance claim specialist. Loose or missing shingles, tinted siding, or damaged windows. All Major Restorations of the Quad Cities works with your insurance company, making the process quick and easy. The insurance company has people fighting for them. Let All Major Restorations work for you. Residential, commercial, and industrial. There's a reason they have an A+ accredited Better Business Bureau rating. Storm damage estimates are always free. Visit amrestorations.com. All Major Restorations of the Quad Cities.
Powerball is throwing the ultimate party, and one lucky winner is going to win $1 million. Introducing Powerball's New Year's Rockin' Eve VIP experience. You and a guest could take the trip of a lifetime to New York City, packed with exclusive access to the biggest events in town. Plus, you'll receive an entry for a chance to become the first Powerball millionaire of 2020. Announced live on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. The only way to win is to play Powerball, so get your ticket today.
CIALottery.com for rules and complete details.
Woohoo! Sign up to be an ESPN insider, and you can win prizes every month from the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, everybody, we are back here at the Isle of Capri, and we're going to finish out our pick six. We're going to jump into the NFL right away. We only got about 5 minutes.
Quick, you guys can jump over to our Facebook Live out there and listen to all our pick six. But I want to remind you, I'm going to post something on social media on Facebook. I'm going to take these pick six right here, these 6 games, and I'm going to have you guys, you listeners out there, you pick against each one of them. You take the points or against them. Give me the total of the Monday night game, Bears versus Redskins. Winner's going to get $100 gift certificates to Keller's American Grill here at the Isle of Capri.
Oh, there you go.
So look for that look at that for that on Facebook. I'll post a picture of the certificate and the games from the pick six. In the comments, you just give me who you got to cover, and give me your total points, and we'll go from there. You can win a $100 gift certificate to Keller's. Again, we don't have a lot of time before we leave 1170 for the Cubs cards. So, is there anything else you want to read real quick?
Well, I just want everybody to remember that Van's Pizza and More out in Bettendorf have a bunch of great specials all weekend long, or I should say just Friday and Saturday. The family deals, $29.99 for 2 appetizers and a large pizza, any kind, no half and half, and 2 liters of pop. So you can't beat that special. $29.99 the family deal at Van's Pizza and More. Call 563-232-1396. Have it hot and ready or have it delivered. Delivery area is limited.
All right, so one last reminder, ESPN 1170 will be going to the Cubs pregame against the Cardinals. We're going to stay on here for our Facebook to finish out our Pick 6, Week 3 of the NFL. I put these games on, the 2 of these games on there because we have to talk about it.
They're historic.
Yes, they are. Dolphins. First one we're going to have is the Dolphins at the Cowboys.
Yeah, Only thing really going wrong for Dallas right now, Michael Gallup's out with a knee strain. He's just having a little bit of touch-up work done on that. They expect him back in 2 or 3 weeks.
Josh Rosen is going to be starting quarterback for the Dolphins.
Okay. Scare me, Jay. You're really scaring me.
I know.
I said I don't know. You guys, we know what the Dolphins have done in the first 2 weeks. We can't expect much more out of them. Dallas is minus 23 in this now. It's gone up 2 points since Monday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll take the Cowboys.
How high would you go, buddy?
I already said 33. Remember?
Oh, I know. I just like our game.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, they got rid of Minka Fitzpatrick now, too. I mean, they've gotten worse since last week. That's all I'm saying, right? You lose a guy like that, you've gotten worse. So, Dallas has other receivers to plug in there for Gallup. Smith's been doing well, so is Randall Cobb.
It's insane. This line is insane.
It is.
We're in the NFL.
The Dolphins are just that bad, Jay.
Jay, they haven't. I mean, look at their pieces.
102-10.
Yeah,
that's their last 2 games.
Okay, that's good.
102, 59-10 and 43-0, both at home.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at the first half line on this Cowboys, and I hope it's not 14.5. I think they're going to be up by 14 in the first quarter. Fine, I'll do it.
Yes.
I'll do it despite my best, but I'd rather be on the end of yes. All right. So Cowboys minus 22, 23, fine. I'll
30,
take it.
33.
I'll give up the points. All right.
Next one up. Serge's favorite team to hate.
Which one?
The Packers. At home against the Broncos. Packers minus 7.5. Giving up 7.5. Haven't seen a lot out of the Broncos. Obviously 0-2, coming off a heartbreaker at home to the Bears.
And now, Radio.com Sports, WSCR 670 The Score, and the Xfinity Cubs Radio Network exclusively present the Chicago Cubs pregame show. Presented to you in part by Menards, the Village of Bedford Park, Plumbers 911Chicago.com, Old Dominion Freight Line, Timber Tech, Bell's Brewery, and Smile Direct Club. And now, your host, Zach Zaidman.
If the season ended right now, the Cubs would not be in the playoffs. That's the stark reality for the Cubs with 9 games to go, but nothing has been decided yet, and the Cubs still very much in the mix, especially with 6 games left to St. Louis. Good afternoon. Hi, everyone. Zach Zaidman at Wrigley Field. The Cubs rallied from 3 down in the 9th last night, only to watch the Cardinals win it in the 10th. Joined now by Ron Coomer. Welcome back, Coom. The standings tell you everything you need to know. The Cubs are 1 game behind Milwaukee for the 2nd wildcard spot in the National League.
Yeah, first of all, thank you. And you're right. You know, when you look back at what went on yesterday, and then to your point, there's 6 games left, the Cardinals, in the last week and a half of the season. So you have everything is up to you, and you have, you know, your future in your own hands. Nobody wants that any more than the Chicago Cubs or any major league team. So that's the great part of it. Now you just got to take care of business, right? That's the bottom. You know, I thought, you know, having Rizzo back was huge, but right now it's all up to you, and that's, you know, right where you want to be.
Which gets us to the keys to the game. Sponsored by Lakeshore Recycling System, Chicagoland's go-to waste solutions provider, LRSrecycles.com, and by Geico, proud partner of Major League Baseball. Let's get to the offense, because you get the feeling over the final 9 games of the regular season, it's the offense that dictates what the Cubs can do. They're facing Michael Wacha here today. What are the keys to success against him?
Well, Walker's a guy, to me, good changeup. He's going to elevate the fastball. You can't chase. And to me, use the whole field. What you saw yesterday with the Cardinals, they hit a big home run to win the game, but it was playing the ball around the field is what won yesterday. When the Cubs were having all the success against the Pirates, they did hit some home runs, but that wasn't solely the reason why they were scoring. They need to get back on track and using the whole field. Walker's a guy with a good change and a curveball. You want to use the other side of the diamond against him. They need to not chase, use the other side of the diamond. And they get to him early, he won't stay in the game.
With Cole Hamels resting this series because of shoulder fatigue, the youngster Alec Mills gets the call. What should we know about the right-hander?
Well, for me, Mills, the biggest concern, that everybody has with Mills is he going to be able to handle the pressure of this situation? I think he will. He's done a very good job down the stretch, hence he's getting this start. He's got, as Joe calls it, pitchability. He takes a little off his breaking ball, adds and subtracts with it. He's got a great arm. So he is one of those young guys that you're expecting and hoping that right now he's going to take advantage of this opportunity.
It's 81 degrees and cloudy, wind blowing from right to left. Coming up next, we lead off with Lester on The Score and the Xfinity Cubs Radio Network.
This is Chicago Cubs baseball with Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer on the Cubs Radio Network.
Is your business still settling for slow internet? Well, time is money. Switch to Comcast Business now and get a great deal on fast, reliable internet. With a 30-day money-back guarantee, installation works for you, and 24/7 customer support. It's time to take your business beyond. Right now, get 75 megabit internet for $49.95 per month for 2 years when you add 2 voice mobility lines and sign up for paperless billing and autopay. Plus, we offer solutions like powerful Wi-Fi that thinks about what customers want, and automatic internet backup that can keep your business running. So what are you waiting for? Get the internet your business really needs. Call 1-800-501-6000 today. Comcast Business. Beyond fast.
Monthly service charge increases by $10 without paperless billing and autopay. Offer ends 9/29/19. Restrictions apply. New business customers only. 2-year agreement required. Early termination fee applies. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra subject to change. Backup to 8 hours.
If you're like me, you take walking seriously, so you wear Go Walks from Skechers. They're the only walking shoes I know that have the 5 Ables. What does that mean? You want walking shoes that are comfortable, breathable, washable, adorable, and affordable. That's the 5 Ables, and Skechers Go Walks have it all. They've got air-cooled Gogomat insoles for lasting comfort. They're made with washable, breathable materials. And they're wonderfully affordable. They're very able shoes. Get Skechers Go Walks at a Skechers store near you or wherever stylish shoes are sold.
O'Reilly! It's O-Rewards Member Appreciation Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts, where you can earn bonus points on more than 250 offers. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store today or browse through our O'ReillyAuto.com, where you can earn double points shopping online. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. This game is brought to you by Wintrust Community Banks, proud legacy partner of the Chicago Cubs and the exclusive home of Cubs checking and Cubs debit cards. Visit wintrust.com/Cubs for more information. Member FDIC.
Hey, Cubs fans, do you want tickets to see the Cubs at Wrigley Field next season? Your chance to secure tickets to your must-have match